All right. Once again, thank you for attending. Welcome to the Zeropark Commerce Media webinar, in which we will take a deep dive into modern commerce media, what they are, and what they can do for brands and marketers such as yourselves. This webinar was supposed to be hosted by my esteemed colleague, Bartosz Bielecki, but unfortunately, there has to be, due to illness, hopefully it is nothing serious, but illness nonetheless, and we were forced to change host to me. So my name is Peter Majsek. I have 15 plus years experience in the digital advertising space, with a background in domain monetization. I once and over the time I managed a portfolio of over 1 million domain names, and currently I work as the business development director here at Zeropark. Here are some pictures clearly picked because of Bartosz's presence. But as you can see, we visit many conferences in the past, so you might know my face or the faces of some of my colleagues. So anybody you met, I hope you had a great chat with them. And Zeropark is a commerce media platform where we provide advertising and monetization solutions for brands and businesses. We are a proud member of globally acknowledged advertising organizations, and we are a publicly traded company, part of the newly renamed Team Internet, formerly known as Central Nick. And let's start this deep dive by talking about the shifts that we as marketers, brand representatives, affiliates, what we have to deal with within the advertising industry. So all these changes and challenges also present opportunities, which we will hopefully capitalize on, and I will explain later. But we all know that due to the pandemic, everything has changed. We spend more time and money as consumers online, yet for us, for marketers, it's much more difficult to actually attract and convert these consumers. We've all been there, endlessly scrolling through our phones, ignoring ads, and it's more difficult to capture anyone's attention, leading to increased consumer acquisition costs. Even though that our sales that we are able to generate are growing and people spend more money online, it is much more difficult for us marketers to capitalize on that in a way where we don't overdo it on our costs and make a sensible advertising push. Commerce media, let's clean up some terminology so that we're all on the same page. So commerce media is an advertising that connects consumers with products and services across all the stages of a modern consumer journey, where we turn organic media interactions, with both physical and digital touch points into shoppable moments. And the subset of that it would be retail media, which is an advertising that targets consumer directly within a retailer's platform. So it's extremely close to the point of purchase, extremely near it. And retail media is part of commerce media, the latter expanding beyond the points of purchase to all digital and physical channels. So a smarter study than I would be able to provide by McKinsey and Company is routing commerce media beginnings deeply in the affiliate advertising space. That's the prehistory. But as I spoke, modern, let's call it modern history. The pandemic has changed everything. We as I explained, we see a boost in the consumer expectations and the consumer behavior. This has been only exasperated by the ongoing process of the death of cookies, which will inevitably force everyone to switch to cookieless solutions. And currently, everybody causes everybody to look into cookieless solutions. And according to McKinsey, commerce media is the true, full funnel solution where, impressions are turned into, where media impressions are turned into sale. So according to McKinsey, commerce media is basically the end point of the evolution for advertisers, providing this full funnel solution to all the needs advertisers have after the change of the paradigm after the pandemic. And the opportunity with commerce media, I wouldn't be afraid to call it gargantuan. The enterprise value in the United States is projected to be $1.3 trillion, with over with $280 billion directly to brands and advertisers, and at least a portion of that, sizable portion, to ad agencies. So the opportunity and the potential that lies dormant, I would say, still within commerce media is truly great. And I will now explain through commerce media how we can reach consumers at the moment where and when they actually shop. So the journey between an idea to make a purchase and the actual purchase is messier than ever. The term, I think Google coined it, was the messy middle, where it's difficult to identify what happens between an idea of a consumer to make a purchase through when he's exploring and thinking about what he's going to buy, over to the evaluation phase when that person is actually knows what he's going to buy and is ready to make a purchase. This journey has never been linear, but now it's messier than ever. The days where every shopping would start and end within Google or within Facebook, those days are gone. People use different touch points all the time. And it's very difficult for advertisers to be able to identify where a purchase has started and how did it reach its positive conclusion. And with commerce media, you are able to be wherever these consumers go. So you are able to capture all these key moments of a consumer journey and separate the signal from the noise. So with commerce media, you can be present in browsers, browser extension, mobile phone browsers, where starting a product discovery phase is a natural place for a consumer to see an advertisement. And then when the person is comparing and researching products through alternative search engines, you can also be there making sure that consumer is seeing your brand. And then you can be there when the consumer is seeking recommendations from influencers, from price comparison sites, from review sites, which actually not only talk about products and brands, but they actually give positive ideas of the value of such products. And then, you can be there when that person is looking for that little push over the edge of committing to a purchase, when he's searching for discounts, the best prices that he can get, when he can use coupons and rewards to stimulate that purchase. And last but not least, a key moment of a consumer journey would be the financing space, where a person is in a platform where he just secure financing, and a person like that, a consumer like that, is extremely motivated to make a purchase, and it makes complete sense for your brand to be present in such environment. And there are advantages that commerce media bring to brands and agencies, and I will name but a few and give some clarifications of what we mean. But commerce media can drive efficient sales through, number one, brand safety. In a way, the advertisement that is used is a logo of the brand or product that is used within a context that facilitates a purchase. So your product, your brands appear at the key moment of a consumer journey, just as a logo, just as a suggestion, very natural, very uninvasive, making it a very brand safe experience. You can get motivated audiences. So obviously all these key moments of a consumer journey facilitate a shopping experience. So a person who's seeing your advertisement within this context is much more motivated to convert than he would normally be if he just saw an ad in a random space unrelated to purchase mentality. Obviously, it provides an omni-channel approach. So you are wherever your users go, and you are covering all these different portions of the funnel of a consumer journey. You get your ads shown within valuable and relevant content, which facilitates good experience for the consumer and motivates him to convert into a sale. You get provided incremental revenue, so you are able to get consumers that would probably never reach you through the established channel. We are here not to replace your Google and Facebook budgets, but we are here to provide incremental users that you would not get through these channels. And even so, you will get them sooner and probably more economically viable than if you waited and had to compete with the established channels. And obviously, it's a future-proof solution. We do not use any cookies to track our consumers. The only context that we have is that the consumer clicked on your brand within a key moment of his consumer journey that motivates him to convert into a purchase, and he decided to click on your brand because it was suggested to him and he found that suggestion helpful. So that is the only context we need. We don't need to know more detail about the consumer. And commerce media, it is here to serve and makes life better for everyone within the ecosystem. So as I said, for advertisers, this provides a brand safe image with a lot of highly motivated consumers being delivered to the brands and advertisers. For publishers, we provide incremental revenue to them and a future-proof solution where they can provide a friction-free experience to their consumers, and be able to deliver those highly motivated customers to you. And obviously, for consumers, this provides them with a improved consumer journey, with a friction-free experience, where your advertisement just becomes natural part of their of the consumer journey they are on. And it is not this does not distract them, does not force them to do anything. It's just making sure that you are there, you are present where they want you to be present, because it makes their life easier and more efficient. So turning these organic interactions into shoppable moments is what at Zeropark we do. At Zeropark, we try to drive incremental revenue and profitability to brands that we work with. Here are some examples of our current clients, where through Zeropark you are able to drive incremental and efficient performance by targeting real high intent shoppers at key moments of their consumer journeys. At Zeropark, you will unlock new streams to customers by creating shoppable moments that engage users on platforms that they naturally use. You would be able to deliver scalable and sustainable growth. So that it's a future-proof solution. As you saw with McKinsey report, they only predict commerce media to become more important. So this is a very natural way to facilitate that. And you can benefit from data transparency and brand safety by working with premium publishers. So you know that the context of your ad will only appear with the best of publishers, and our robust reporting. And I would like to take this moment to kind of go through our suite of commerce media solutions, our kind of media portfolio, so that you guys know what I'm talking about. So during the exploration phase, so that's the phase where you kind of when you start your consumer journey and you start thinking about making a purchase, and you need to figure out what brand, what product you want to purchase. So as a consumer, you open your browser, you open an app that you use to research purchases, and you start typing the name of your favorite brand. And at this moment, Zeropark is there. We work with publishers so that they autocomplete your brand, which means, as you can see in this example, it provides a quick link when that person starts typing in. So that person is looking for a brand. He typed in the first 3 letters of that brand's name. He got a recommendation. Are you looking for that brand? If it's the one he wants, it's great context. Like, he got what he wanted faster. It's very convenient. 1 click, and he gets taken to the homepage of that brand. Very easy, very user-friendly, seamless. In a way, the consumer doesn't feel that he was directed somewhere where he didn't want to go. If he didn't want that brand, if that was not what he was looking for, he can just ignore those suggestions and move on with his life. On the right hand side, or on the side of this slide, you can visit examples of publishers that we work through autocomplete, so who provide autocomplete to their readers users with our solution. And another one, we've all been there, suggestion tiles. It's another format that we would use where you open a new tab, in your browser. You open an application that just gave you a loan, and you see those little tabs, little squares or little circles, which show just the brand logo and brand name. And once a consumer clicks on that, he gets taken directly to that brand's homepage. Again, very brand safe experience where the context is key. So the person is seeing your tiles at a key moment of his consumer journey, and he decided to click on your brand. If he was not interested, there's absolutely no incentive for him to do that. So the intention to click on your brand and the interest in your brand is very real, providing a very seamless experience for both you and the user. We can move on to the evaluation phase. So that is the point where you kind of know what you want to purchase, but you need to find out the best way to do it, the best product, the best brand, whatever criteria you use. So when you would be looking, when the criteria for you would be the price, you are able to use all these wonderful price comparison services, where you as a brand can be present and make sure that when somebody wants to make a purchase, he understands that he can make that purchase through your brand. Another great way, if your criteria is more knowing about the quality or the aspects of the product themselves, would be product evaluation. Sites like New York Times, Wirecutter, Gear Patrol, etc., reviewed, where you are looking at a product that has a review, has some sort of a rating, informs you why you would want that product or not. And you as an advertiser want to make sure that your brand, that your retail store is present there with a link, so that the user can click that and go directly to your store and purchase that product. And then last but not least is the purchase phase. And that's the phase where you're like, done. Okay, I've picked my product, I've picked the brand I want to work with. And now, I'm looking for that little incentive to actually complete the purchase. So I can use coupon sites to get some sort of an advantage that will drive me to completing a purchase. And within a buy now, pay later platform where you just got financing, you are, the reason why you got financing is because you wanted to buy something. So it's only natural when you see an advertisement, unobtrusive, helpful, auto-suggested, shown as a tile to you of the brand that you actually want to work with, you select that brand and none other, you make that click and you get directly taken to the brand or product. And you're golden, your user experience was great, and you as an advertiser just made sure that happened, because if you were not present, then maybe that user would just decide to go with somebody else and not engage with what he can see. Essentially, you're not there to provide the easy way out, and that user can just decide to do something else. And we prepared a sort of a case study, which we did with a luxury fashion brand, which is well known in the US, mostly female customer base, seeking designer clothing, more like everyday occasion, but style is important. The brand came to Zeropark to find right audiences. So because they were struggling with the fact that they attracted interest that was too broad, people would be coming, but they would not be making purchases. So which obviously drive their cost up and their conversion rate down. And they also needed from us to have full control over the placements that they use, that they're going to be shown at. And it needed to make sure, because of the niche that they are in, it needed to make sure that the ads would be presented to the right people at the right time. They also needed to secure the edge of them being present in these commerce media platforms ahead of their competition, because they understood that if you're there first or among the first, it makes life much easier. And this is like an example. This is like an example of a limited budget test that we ran with this luxury fashion brand. So as you can see, because of the content, because of the context, the shopping, key moment of a consumer journey context, these placements, these ads were shown. The click-through rate was extremely high, leading to a large number of conversions. And for a budget of almost like $7,000, the total sales value of the products that were sold, so revenue basically generated for this brand, reached up to almost $175,000, which provided fantastic ROAS, 26 times ROAS, which is I know that like 10-12 ROAS is a great level to reach for. So 26 times, double that. That was a great result. And this is just a small example of a limited campaign. It gives you an idea. It gives you an idea of how great, how successful brands can be if they work with us and commerce media directly. Obviously, we are going to share, I believe, this presentation afterwards. So don't worry if you don't have to write down these numbers or anything. This will be available to you after this presentation. And with that, I would like to invite kind of any questions that you guys would have in regards to what I was just talking about, presenting any clarifications. That would be great. All right. So regarding, so I have a question here, which states, can we bid on keywords or just brand names? So at the moment, it's only on brand names. So what we work with is the publisher tells us, we tell the publisher what brand names to show and to suggest, and they, according with their design, are able to recommend and show these brands, logos, as products to their consumers. The second part of this question is how much of our supply is direct versus syndicated. So we would be about like 2/3 would be directly with publishers. So this offers us great ability to actually talk to these publishers. And when something works for you as a brand, we can make sure that publisher, delivers and promotes your brand more prominently. And the last third will be through direct networks that we will work with. And this kind of interaction is also possible with them. And does this traffic include domain name traffic? No. So this will be only basically the tiles, autocomplete that you have seen. The design can change based on the design of the platform this ad appears in, but it's not connected to domains at all. Another question was, how transparent is the commerce media? based on my experiences with some black box providers, it's important to have more control over where my ads appear. So what we would do is what we do here at Zeropark is that we provide very transparent details about the publishers you as a brand would receive consumers from. So not only you are able to basically pause or start all these publishers based on categories. So at some point you could just say, we are not interested in anything coming from coupon sites. It's just a matter, for us, it's just a matter of one click to turn off coupon sites for you. And what are we? We are able to provide you with whitelists of publishers. So if something works for you, we are capable of telling you this has come from MSN Tiles. This user has come from MSN Autocomplete. It's possible to do this, and we are very transparent with our brands, with advertisers that use us. And I see a follow-up to the first question. So what syndicated partners we work with? I mean, there's many, but we will obviously we work with with partners such as MRGE in Europe. We will work with other partners of ours such as Ad Media, etc. But there are many. I mean, we can go through it in a more detailed later. Is it possible to actually choose placement that my brand will potentially be bidding for? Do I need to take the entire commerce media package? So thank you for that. I already kind of answered it, but you don't have to take the entire commerce media package. The package, if you would like to call that, can be broken down to individual publishers and so categories of publishers and individual publishers and the actual placements. So it's in a way you could be saying, I'm not interested in autocomplete, I only want tiles. It's not something I would recommend because they're not exclusive, but they're not competing with each other, or one is not worse than the other, but you would be able to do so to this granular level. And what does branded search stand for? So I'm not sure what that is in context with, but some publishers are able to autocomplete your brand based on like more generic keywords. So not only does a shoe brand have to appear on somebody searching for that specific shoe brand, but sometimes they can show that shoe brand when somebody actually types in shoe. But this is dependent on the publisher, and it's not every single one. Most of them just deal with brands being auto-suggested, and with tiles, it's obviously just an icon, just a nice way to present a logo or an icon or a product. So that is straightforward. That has nothing to do with you. I also hear that there's a question here. Thank you for the event. Can we get a recording? Yes, I believe that once when this finishes, the recording will render, and then we will just send it out to all of you guys. So you shouldn't be worried that you missed something. You will be given this recording. Another question is there, what ad types does most of our traffic come from? So for us, it would be so as to publisher categories, we will be talking about buy now pay later apps. It will be from our placements within MSN and Yahoo Mail, and also review sites, and from what placements, there will be like a mixture between tiles and search suggest. I would say there would be slightly more coming from tiles than search suggest. Search suggest basically even provides like a bigger filter, so somebody's already typing in something. So though it's slightly rarer, the consumers coming from there also are highly motivated because they're getting suggestions. So again, buy now pay later apps, and buy now pay later applications, review sites, and MSN Yahoo placement, and mostly it's going to be like 55-45 between tiles and search suggest. And do we have, the question is there, do we have a media buying team? How do we usually work with brands? So yes, we do have a media buying team. So our platform has started as a self-serve platform. So not only would a brand be able to create an account and just buy through our platform on a CPC basis, we also have a media buying team. So we are able to work on CPA goals. So we will talk to a brand, set a CPA target that brand is interested in, and then our media buying team will do all the work for the brand or the agency, making sure that they deliver consumers within that yeah. Another question was, do you anticipate Google Chrome becoming a partner? Well, I'd love Google Chrome to become a partner. I'm not sure how Google will react when, you know, what accompanying services and offers Google will provide once they actually, you know, decide to eliminate cookies, and, you know, they're gonna have to provide something in lieu to, you know, to what they're gonna remove. But at the nearest future, at least, that when this big shift happens, unfortunately, I don't expect the Chrome to becoming partner, but tiles from Chrome would be fantastic. Do we have more materials about our placements? Yes. Yes, we have every single placement that we work with the publishers. We have in a document that will also, I will ask our marketing team to share with you. They are basically animated GIFs that show every single placement, how the click on it looks like, how you know, how is your brand presented within that context of that particular key moment of a consumer journey. So yes, we have something like that, and yes, I will remind myself to provide this to you guys as well. Any other questions? Okay. All right. So any new products coming? So that's the last question, let's say, and I'm happy for this one. So at the current moment, we, you know, we are working to improve, like significantly improve our deep link product placements. So these, when I was talking about brands being, you know, showing their icons, their you know, their autocompletes, what can also be done with most of the publishers that we just talked about, is that actual product can be shown, product can be also auto-suggested, tiles of product can be shown, from price comparison. Clearly the click can take you from a product being compared directly to the product page at your store. So this is something that we are already working with, but we are heavily improving as we speak. We will be able to provide publishers with custom catalogs made, asked, provided by our advertisers. So that's another basically exciting extension of the very same thing. Yet the context will be the same. All these product recommendations will appear in the context of commerce media. So the context will be the same. The placement will be more granular. Do we offer a tracking pixel? Yes. We are able to help with any sort of tracking our brand needs. We have a wide development team who are able to assist us with anything. We have always been known for being Zeropark has always been known for being accommodating. So yeah, definitely we can, whatever kind of tracking you guys will need, we are most likely capable of dealing with it in a positive way and helping you track all that you need. All right. So thank you for these questions. I mean, it's wonderful that you guys were so engaged, and it made it actually enhanced my presentation, I think. So thank you for that. I would like to thank you with the face of my colleague. So next time maybe Bartosz can charm you with that smile of his. But for now, thank you for listening to me for over 45 minutes. Thank you for your questions. We will send out a follow-up to this webinar, I believe, with a link to this with the recording of this webinar. So thank you all, and have a good night if you're in Europe, and have a wonderful day if you are in the US. Thank you.